Good to go?
Good to go.
Verizon tells me it's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
All right.
Yep, you're on.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. Would you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We only have one item of business before the board today, and that's discussion and possible action to the Mohave County dinner during the CSA Legislative Summit. This is under my name, and I called the meeting, so I'll give the board a quick update. About 2 weeks ago, I was contacted by the executive director of CSA, Craig Sullivan. He informed me that CSA's fundraising for the dinner has gone very, very well, and that they would be interested in picking up the dinner that was to be paid for by Mohave County, as they have the additional funds. He requested a response to that. I informally directed staff to accept what I thought was a very gracious offer. Apparently there's some confusion because of the last time we addressed this board minutes and about how much leeway we had. And my thinking was then, to avoid any confusion, we should bring this to the board so staff has clear direction one way or the other. I believe if CSA is willing to pick up the dinner tab, which will number probably $7,000 to $10,000 would be my guess, as to what I understand the current prices are, that we should accept that offer. If they're not able to do so, of course, we're always there to pick up the tab that we promised we would pick up. But since it was fundraising they've engaged in, it was excessive, and it's for this dinner, I think we should probably just say yes and give staff direction that as long as the offer's on the table, that we should accept it. And that would also, in some ways, free up Mohave County some resources. Not that we're going to avoid investing them in the dinner, but that we could actually improve the dinner and the function in other ways to help CSA and to help this be a successful event. So that's my thoughts. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to add?
I have a comment.
Sure.
Mr. Chairman, CSA has already sent out notices and invitations stating that Mohave County is hosting the dinner. So if that would not change, if CSA and Mohave County could host the dinner, I think I would be more comfortable with that, because we don't want it to look like Mohave County is not hosting the dinner when CSA is hosting the first dinner.
Well, my take on hosting may mean that we're paying for it, may mean that we're not paying for it. A host is like the restaurant who has the lady in front, the hostess. They're the ones who greet you, maybe give some introductory advice, seats you at the table, provides the venue. It's not necessarily the source of funds. So I don't think there's any mistake or any deceit if Mohave County is hosting the dinner, even if CSA's fundraising has resulted in them paying for the dinner, either in whole or in part. So we are still the hosts.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
If I could, Chairman Moss.
Yes.
I did speak with the Executive Director, Craig Sullivan, on, I believe it was Friday, and he indicated to me that this might be one of the largest CSA events for the summit, numbers-wise, that there are a number of
Excellent.
pre-registered people looking forward to coming to Mohave County. And if we get a chance, be sure to sign up for the tour of the pumping station. That'll be a very interesting tour. I've never experienced that tour down there, and I'd like to very much be a part of that. So
I plan to be all over that tour. It sounds like
Right.
it's critical to Mohave County because that water flowing down is being diverted.
Well.
And from that pumping station, if we ever have to take it over, we got to know where it's at and how it operates.
Well, that'd be a pretty large project, but just did want to indicate that it will be one of the largest CSA summits to date, numbers-wise. They were also extremely successful in fundraisers for this event, exceeding $55,000 for defraying a lot of the costs involved. So, very good report from Craig Sullivan, and everyone's excited about attending.
I think it is going to be a wonderful event. I've said for a long time, and I know you supported me on this, Supervisor Watson. In fact, I'll even confess you may have given me a poke or a prod or two to get us to move in this direction. is that this will be of enormous benefit to Mohave County and Lake Havasu to get all these elected officials, state representative, government officials into Lake Havasu and into Mohave County so that we can actually sit down with them en masse and discuss Mohave County issues. And it's an ideal opportunity for that. And I don't want the board or the CSA or our potential guests that are going to visit us to think that Mohave County is being cheap. All we're doing is taking advantage of CSA's excessive fundraising, their very excellent fundraising, and putting it for the purpose it was intended. I think that would also allow the supervisors, as they choose to assist the event in other ways with the budget they've already carved out for it. So we may or may not save money, but for at least for this portion, it will reduce one area of expenditure.
Certainly will.
Chairman Moss?
Yes, Supervisor Angus.
I'd like to remind everybody that we pay a lot of money to be a part of this organization. And this summit, our staff has spent a lot of time working on it. And that can be put into some costs as well. So I believe it is a no-brainer if CSA has raised enough funds and if they have made this offer. If Supervisor Bishop is worried that it's a little bit of a misrepresentation, I'm sure that one of us, you as a representative of Havasu City, can get up and thank CSA at the dinner and make sure everyone knows who's paying for it. But I'd like to go ahead and make a motion that we agree to let CSA pay for our county dinner.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any further discussion?
Thank you, Chairman.
Supervisor
Moss.
Watson.
I'm sure that the city of Lake Havasu City would like to say thank you for this event. Has there been any arrangements made for possibly Mayor Nixon or anyone to?
My understanding is that all three mayors of Mohave County have been extended invitations to attend this event. My understanding is that Mayor Nixon and possibly all three will be attending this event. I think formal invitations have gone out.
They have, and they've also gone out to all the elected officials.
Oh, excellent, good.
Great. Just a point, just wanted to double check.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I've been told the hotel rooms are sold out that we've reserved for this. I don't know how accurate that is, but hearsay says that there's no more rooms available, so we are doing very well when it comes to
Very good,
attendance.
very good. Okay, thank you.
All right. We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay. I believe it's 4-1. Buster, did you vote against?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe, I mean, I didn't vote for it, obviously. I don't think I shouldn't be voting on this, but I believe we gave our word to do it, and we should stick with it. That's why I'm voting no, even though I disagree with spending the money altogether.
I think I understand both those competing philosophical statements that you made, Supervisor Johnson, and I do appreciate your thoughts very much. So it goes down to 4-1 with Johnson voting no. All right. Do we need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.